Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. Now on this mission, we're going to be heading to the courtyard. We're going to be gathering the blood. It's a short mission, veteran level, and I'm doing this mission primarily so that I can get people leveled up to level 4. Gildersleeve, the Man-at-Arms Gefart, the Plague Doctor, and Boyce Levesque, our vessel, will all theoretically level up to level 4, and then I could have a expanded roster of level 4 units that I can use to tackle the Baron. This also allows me to gather some blood, take these people out on missions just for the hell of it, and yeah, maybe just get some extra money. So let's do it. I have a man-at-arms, Plague Doctor, a Jester, and a Vessel. Everyone's been given trinkets. Everyone has upgraded their skills and weapons. We don't need the torches. I'll take 3 torches so that I can burn open those like egg sacs if I come across them. We do need shovels. We probably want like a bandage, a key. Oh, quite a few blood, honestly. One person is wasting, and we're gonna get blood on the mission, so I'll just bring 2. And maybe a holy water, I think. I'll bring 1 more bandage and a couple of food just so that we can survive 3 starvations. I don't need another shovel. This is fine. Let's go. Now I'm bringing along 4 cursed party members, but the fanatic never appears in the courtyard, so he is not going to show up at all. I would like to do the fanatic stuff eventually, but you know, that requires me to actually find him. Requires me to have a party of level 0s, level 1s, level 2s. So I think this is where we just use a shovel. Yeah. The disgusting blood and soil, and honestly, freaking 18 crests for that is pretty nice. We can't camp, but we do have healing and stress healing, so if we come across a wall, we could just, you know, get through it with our hands and be fine, probably. Crit on 20, so basically all the stress is gone already. These people didn't have very much stress coming into the mission, but this is ridiculous. Ridiculous is a bit of a strong word. You know what? Stress heal yourself. 12 stress healing is probably worth more than a little bit of stress that you would gain off of Grave Nibble, as long as it doesn't crit. Yeah, 4 stress. So that was still beneficial. Now he did get stunned, but we can deal with some maggots. As long as it bleeds, it's dead. That's a pretty nice trinket for the Plague Doctor in the 2nd position, that bloodied herb. Dude, nice. Even allows me a moment to get off a quick heal. And if we're gonna have, 1 extra action before we go into the next room and maybe get combat, let's do a guard plus protection. Guard did wear off immediately. Good to know. And no combat. It's just a very disgusting bloodied fountain. Activate 3 Winemaker's Preserves means that we are going to have to... What the hell is this? Disturbing Diversion. Antivenom? Bandage. Holy water. Medicinal herbs? Okay, I don't know what we do. This is get out of here. Maybe blood? No. Disturbing Diversion. I don't want to use my last shovel for that, especially when there is a obstacle in our future. I don't know. I'm missing something. It's, it's probably a shovel, but I don't want to use my shovel for that. Oh my god. No! This is what I'm saving the torches for, by the way. We did get loot out of that. Nice. Another key. Blood busts. Good job. Good job, everyone. Slavering Ghoul Cavalier. That's right, this is a veteran level mission. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Okay, do we go for the immediate stun, or do we go for the immediate retribution or protection? The stun has a 80% chance of landing, move resist of 270%. My god. No one else has a good stun. You know what, that's not true. That's not true at all. Plague Doctor has a good stun. So maybe we try to get the Defender out, we'll get Retribution next, and then we will get the stuns out. Until then, let's stack up some bleed on both of these guys. Thanks for the crit. Ha-ha! Rend, perfect. You're not doing any damage to that guy. And maybe we can pop a stun. The move's not gonna happen, that's okay. Ideally, I would like to kill that Cavalier first, but it's gonna be a little bit difficult. You can only hit the second line, you can hit the third line, you can hit the third. Well, you're gonna Retribution next turn anyways. Da, 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 da. Well, this guy's wounded already, so let's just focus him down, and he's bleeding. It's a crit bleed, so it's gonna bleed for a long time. That's good damage! And you double crit healed yourself too. Save it for later. Rend is going nowhere, buddy. Although the bleed did land. It's a heavy bleed, honestly.
The ground quakes.
I don't know what's happening here, but we're getting insane luck with those crits. Let's activate Retribution. Marked, Riposte, Debuff, Buff, Bleed, Virtue, Crimson Curse. Jesus. He's got every buff and anti-buff known to man. Do we want to damage speed? Yeah, just hit him. 5 damage, plus the bleed, he's dead. Buried Blast. Debuff and stun, minus 40 dodge, my god. Well, I think this is where we try to go for one more stun, and it did land. Gives me an opportunity to apply some more bleed to this guy. Maybe do a little bit of stress healing? Nah. So you are dead, so now we can do some stress healing. Stress healing and healing, actually. And that was a good encounter. Now, it was missing a 4th unit. You know, there were only 3 positions, the big guy and then the Cavalier. They're kind of missing whoever their 4th line maybe would be, but that's okay. Get some buffs. I'm gonna do a targeted heal because, yeah, you need it, and also that crit healed for 22.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Plus 40% healing received. Interesting. How would that be useful? Because you never know who's gonna need the healing until they need it. How would you use that ahead of time? I don't know. Fountain. I don't have anything to use. I'm not gonna use a shovel. I could use blood on the fountain, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I think that would be a dumb move. Maybe like a poison or a holy water. You know, fountain is water. Those things are liquids. Esquire, Cavalier, Courtesan. So you thirst. You thirst. This debuffs you. This buffs you. They can be hit by... It can be hit by stuns. I think we start with the guard. I think that's like the thing that we should always do. Then we can get some damage done. Cavalier? Esquire? Courtesan? Supplicant? You. Second line, I can get the bleed with the Jester. The thirst. Go ahead. Now you're really big! I see what was hiding under your dress now. Could go for a stun on the Cavalier in the back. Yeah, I can see that working. Oh, it did not work. Nice dodge, Jester. Damn. 33 dodge, I see. I see how that works now. That's a bleed attack, not a stun. That's good, that's good. I'd rather have her bleeding than stunned. And everyone here is cursed, so who gives a crap if these guys are, you know, thirsting at me? They're not really stress healing me all that much, if at all. Renewed Appetite. I have not seen this one. You puke on him. It moves you up to the front, and you puke on him. How rude.
Their formation
I did not
is
want that to happen. I
broken.
didn't want the corpse there, but that's fine. You are dead. I think we judgment because that'll heal you. One more hit from the Jester should kill the Supplicant in the back, but he is going to move himself forward. One thing I've noticed about these guys is that they do a lot of movement. They do a lot of, move back and forth, front and back. Okay, you're dead after that Retribution. Subterranean Skewer on the vessel again. I see now, we do need to kind of knock out this Cavalier at the back because they're just kind of... Yo, that's a lot of damage.
Give them no quarter.
That Chevalier, is doing a lot of focusing on our vessel. That's pretty bad. So I think we go for the hit, which will heal herself. Try to stack up some bleed, and then I'll try another stun or two. And hopefully it lands. It did not land. We can go for another one, though. I want to stun this guy so I have time to start healing and stress recovery and all that good stuff.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And it looks like we will have time. Buried Blast is... I don't know if they have a frontline attack. I usually kill them by the time they get to this point. Don't...
A decisive pummeling.
Yes! Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted them to die on their turn to give me time to throw out some heals and stress recovery. Maybe it would have been good to have one more turn, and I didn't get a chance to do a stress heal, which is unfortunate. But that worked out nicely. That worked out very nicely. We got more money, and we'll move on. Yeah, I know you're blood-eating. I know you're bleeding. Blood? Is there blood in there? You're craving. All right, well, I'll give you that. You shouldn't stress anybody out. Because everyone else is also craving blood. Not craving, but 60%. I think if I drop these, give them to him, he now has a 95% chance of disarming, and that'll give him some stress recovery. There we go. Torches are pointless, so we're just gonna move on. I could give her the plus 40% healing received trinket, but she also just heals better by having those trinkets, so it's kind of a little bit of a... No, you're craving. Okay, I'll give you... you get the next batch, okay? Shifting Mists. Menacing mists rise eerily from the marsh, eager to confuse hapless travelers. Clear the obstacle by hand, or use a torch. Interesting. That's new. I've never seen that before. So torches do have a use other than activating curios. They act as breakages for walls. Very interesting. So there's a quest. And a curio. Quest location, so there's going to be a quest curio here. I could use a shovel, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save the shovel. It's going to be combat. Vessel needs to heal herself. So that's probably what she's going to be focusing on, is mostly stress healing. In which case, I might want to guard her, so I'm going to do that right now. That way she doesn't have to worry about, dying in 1 or 2 shots. And you can knock out some 15 damage plus the bleed. Good God. Mind your manners. Marks. I mean, weren't you already marked? No, it doesn't mark you when you defend. Okay. Right, Retribution applies the mark. Okay. I mean, I was going to do that anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. 3 to 5 plus 3 points of bleed, so 6 minimum. So if the bleed applies, he's dead, and it did. Gather the blood. Gather the blood. Don't stun.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Subterranean Skewer, that's the, oh no, that's the bleed one anyways, okay. Regardless, we're doing fine, stress is no problem. You're bloodlusted, what? Why are these guys stressed out by your bloodlust? It makes no sense.
Decimated.
Wow. Okay. Man, I never use the dagger ability on those guys, and it's so good. Get some stress relief. Gather the blood.
Such a
Crit, so I'm glad I gave him some stress relief. Need to give him some more now. Now we activate Retribution.
A singular strike.
The crits just go back and forth, man. Buried Blast. Hope you're ready for your riposte. Patient grows. So everyone got stunned, which is very unfortunate. Still got the medic. And she crit healed the man-at-arms. Nice. Nice, 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 nice.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Dear
them
God, that's
all.
freaking... Damn, Plague Doctor is so good! So I guess Riposte will stay active through the stun, which is very interesting. Maybe it applies to all buffs, debuffs, and marks. Something I did not realize. He's bleeding. We could use a little bit of stress healing. Buffs your finale damage. Ah, I forgot about that.
Beyond one's limits.
I just like using Jesters for, you know, the bleeding and for the stress healing more than anything else. Unnecessary, but I appreciate it. You're gonna need some healing later, but we can deal with that when the time comes. Finally, some blood!
That overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
You know what? You can crave for a while. I don't care. West location. More blood.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
We're good.
Paid for in blood.
Slavering, Ghoul, and Supplicant. Okay. Get out a guard or start with the Retribution. Everyone's got a lot of health, except for this guy. So let's maybe start with the Retribution. He's got enough that he can last for a while. 21 HP is fine. Would be nice to kill the Supplicant up front first. There we go. Now he's full health. Rend. Not that bad. I mean, the bleed sucks. He can always... he can't cure his own bleed. I don't have the ability on him, and that would require him to be in a back position, not a front position. Gather the blood. So he's gonna heal himself, so he will require... Oh no, it doesn't heal him. I guess the thirst heals. Gather the blood just stores it in your head. Sure. Sure, I'll accept it. Should do a targeted heal, since he's the only one who's got any substantial damage. And just keep stacking up the bleed and cutting this guy up. He's already bleeding for 10. And we can maybe get in a stun. Yes! He's got a very high speed is the only thing, so he's probably gonna get another attack. Unless we get in one good attack first. God, everyone is freaking craving. I wanted to get the heal out though. Probably should have attacked, but no, we're good. As long as you land, which you did, the bleed will activate, you're dead. So, let's do a defend. Let's do a defend. Get some stress heals done. You know, when you build a party for
Cursed champion.
bloodsuckers, it works out pretty well. When you get thrown into the mix and you have to make do with what you got, it's a little bit of an annoyance. I'll just toss those 50 gold. They only stack to 6? Really? Random trinkets, I think, is what you get from here. Yeah, sure. Blood for treasure.
Wealth beyond measure.
Oh, I wouldn't say
Awarded
that.
to the brave and
Pretty good, though.
foolhardy alike.
I will, I'll get rid of the shovel. I'll get rid of the key. No, I'll get rid of the citrine. Yeah. I'd rather keep the food. Large Corpse Eater. Haven't seen you, I think, ever? So you're new. Let's get a guard in. Thank you for letting me guard. This guy's gonna do a lot of damage, I think. No, he does a lot of debuffs. I don't remember. He does a lot of something. In any case, we don't need a heal, so we're just going to focus out some damage. And I mean, I could do a stun, but the Jester can attack him from this position anyways. If I stun and then the Mosquito moves forward to the front position, then I'm not going to be able to actually land the shot. So instead, we're just going to bleed this guy. And it did work. Jing, 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 jing. Jingle, 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 jingle. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's more of a debuff than a high damage dealer.
How quickly the tide turns.
Annoying crit, but ultimately not that worrisome. Because there's a crit right there, and also the Jester can just start stress healing the vessel. Jester is probably the best stress healer in the game. And get out some heals. I guess I shouldn't have targeted him. I should have targeted someone who was not craving, because then they won't turn down the heal. I don't think. But maybe they still will. Weaken drastically. Or post. As you tend to do. I don't know if this guy has a, you know, versus marked bonus or anything like that, but... hopefully the 35% protection will... okay, now everyone's craving. Hopefully some added protection will protect him. Should be dead, I think. No, next turn. Weaken prey. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Picked up another key. There's 3 more busts. We have scouting. Good, we don't need the shovel. So let's get rid of the keys. We'll take the busts. No secret rooms as far as I can tell. 1 more bit of combat. Another cocoon. I don't have any more torches, which is a bit of a shame. I think this cocoon gives us stress healing though, and I think the big other one that we had burned down gives us items. So it's actually pretty okay that we don't have a torch. I mean, we could find one, but yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay, get some bleed. Probably gonna focus down the courtesan. She's gonna thirst forward. Careless Whispers. It's a stress. Horrors and debuffs and all that good stuff. Minus 40% damage, minus 5 accuracy, minus 5 accuracy, minus 10 accuracy. What the hell? You're dead. It's a lot of like weird damage and debuffs and horrors being applied. But we have plenty of time that we can get some stress recovery done. Thanks to the Jester. You are no longer bloodlusting. Dude, it took you a while. The craving itself speaks. I might just want to give them blood to shut them up. But I'm thinking I can kind of come back from this, give them all some stress healing, and then be good. Go for a stun. Why not? He's gonna kill himself on us with the riposte and the bleeding anyways. Healing's not a problem. The stress is the biggest issue right now. So I'm kind of hoping for crit rolls on the party heal and for the targeted healing. Yeah, you know, just whatever. Make sure Retribution is active. Because you're probably going to get attacked, let's be honest.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Perhaps a turning point. Taking the money. I'm taking the money and running. No food prompt. Yes, we did it. So 3 people are craving. Oh, and we're done. It's not even combat in here.
Finding the stuff.
You're not taking the blood.
Test. Now it must be carried home.
Just want to look. I never know when there's going to be like here's the secret room. But in any case, we got a decent amount of money, a lot of heirlooms actually, and there we go. People are leveled up to level 4 now. Dark Temptation. Oh, we should probably get rid of that. I think I forgot to put people in the sanitarium and stress recovery buildings between the last episode and this one, but hopefully people are relatively okay. Yeah, relatively okay. A couple people need stress healing, but that's okay. Engage in flagellation. Hey, you're done. Thank you. Done flagellating finally. Okay, we gotta get stuff figured out here. Should probably start worrying about the Baron. The Sun Ring is pretty good, I will admit. And it's medium level mission, which we could do. Warrens. I have a Jester. Where'd that Jester go? There you are, you're level 3. You could do a medium level mission and get people stress healed. Like this, this, this. No one else is level 3 and willing to go out on this mission, so I could do a level 2. You know what? We gotta do the Baron. Ancestor's Signet Ring. We'll do long champion level missions in the future. Yeah, I think we've that's what I want. That's what I want. Silence in the Crypts, All Saints Day, Silence in the Crypts, Silence in the Crypts. Headlock of Transference. Do we have that? We don't. That's a good one, too. And you know what? This is a apprentice level mission. Okay. But I said we should go to the Warrens. But I can't really fit a good party for the Warrens. Oh my god. I like the idea of a medium-length apprentice level mission. I've got a lot of people who can go out on apprentice level missions. Let's check out the stagecoach really quickly. Should start actually upgrading the experienced recruits. Sort by class, please. Got 2 plague doctors. I don't have 2... No, I do have 2 bounty hunters. What are you? Enlightened and Weldphobe, Hard Noggin, Fear of Unholy, plus 2 speed, 3% crit, stun resist. It doesn't really matter. They're both pretty garbage. And I say garbage when I just mean Oh wait, there's another one. Pretty much garbage. Occultists. I'll grab the occultist just in case I need another one because, you know, healers.
One must know it.
Healers are important. But yeah, I think we'll go out on a level 1 mission to the ruins. During that time, people will get stress recovery and healing done in town. I mean, this sucks because it's going to be, you know, bloodsuckers, but anyone who gets inflicted could just get dismissed. So, you know, I could take my leper, who I never use. I could take another highwayman, who I never use. I could take a healer, and maybe a grave robber, because my last good grave robber died, and I would like to get them protected. So yeah, I'll set up some characters to go out on a ruins mission, and I will be back next time. So thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here for the next mission in the Darkest Dungeon.